Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV. We're back again with another video. Today, what we're going to be talking about Chelsea versus Tottenham. We're going to be talking about Manchester United and what's going on with the Glazers protest, panic buys, left, right, center after the debacle that happened after losing the first game of the season. We're going to be talking about Arsenal versus Leicester, in addition to a couple more deals like the Barcelona deal for Bernardo Silva. And apparently Rashford to PSG is going on. There's just so much going on. But let's get started. We got Rack here, Liverpool fan. Rack, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just kicking back, doing a bit of alfresco streaming. Life's good.
Chilling. We got Bice in the house repping Chelsea. Bice, what's good?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Okay. And we got Jay making his debut on YouTube. Big up, Jay. Jay, what's good?
All good. How are you doing, guys? Appreciate it. Thank you. Happy to be here.
There you go. Shout out, Jay. Let's get this show started, people. Do me a favor, everyone, in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming games. We got a bunch of games to talk about. So as we're talking about the games, we will touch on other topics as well. Since we don't have the Man United fan here yet, should we start with the big game, the Chelsea versus Tottenham? Let's start with that. Bryce, take it away. Every single year, Tottenham go to Chelsea away, and they tend to struggle. Is it going to be a repeat this year again?
Listen, Tottenham is the one team I'm not scared of facing. It's not even like it's no disrespect to what they're building. It's no disrespect to the players or the manager. It's just when you've won as against them as much as I have, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a different level of confidence. I love, you know what I mean? All respect to Conte and what he's doing, but I'm not worried about Tottenham at all. Really not.
Jay, you don't seem too happy about that. What do you have to say?
I mean, I think the thing is that for me, like listen, you can do tribalism or you can do realism. They're two isms. So I mean, it's a difficult one because we don't really go to Chelsea that often and do good things. I think it's one win in 30 years. So,
sorry, continue.
Yeah, so I'm coming in. So I can't talk spicy. Can't talk too spicy because you're playing Chelsea away. But, and this is a big but, the thing with Chelsea is that for me, I look to see development and progression from a side. I want to see a side improve. I want to see a side show growth. Now, I'm not sure Tommy T can coach good attacking patterns of play. That is a concern I have. Okay, so for me, I'm going into this season and I'm like, Chelsea, do they have predictable ways of generating goals repeatedly in games to win games? Right? So even we go back to the first game of the season, you know, Decore makes a stupid foul. You know, Chelsea get the penalty. But, you know, despite that, how much did Chelsea open them up? How much did Pickford have saves to make? So for me, I think Tuchel is very adept to going up against Conte. I think Tuchel loves these games. He goes into these games. He can tactically set up for days. But on the other hand, Spurs, in my opinion, have the best attack in the league. Chelsea have a new defense that's bedding in. Do you see what I mean? So it's a great time for Spurs to play. It's a great time for Spurs to play Chelsea. For me as a Spurs fan, this is a must not lose game. What are you saying, bro?
How's everyone doing?
All good, man. All good. It's a game where you're like, no, we can't lose the game in order to set a good tone for the season and to be like, okay, this is where we're going with it. Can't lose. Would I put my neck on the line and say we're definitely winning? I'm not sure, but I have the same feeling about this Chelsea game as I had when we went to City and as I had when we went to Liverpool. I don't see us losing. I don't see the threat from Chelsea to the extent where I'm like, oh my God.
Borrow my glasses, friend.
I'm curious because what makes you think Spurs should be afraid of Chelsea? Based on what?
I'm not saying Spurs should be afraid of Chelsea at all. I'm all due respect. I'm just saying when you haven't won against me in so long,
Of course.
It's not. It's a. You know what I'm saying? It adds a bit of pressure. It adds a bit of pressure, probably on both sides.
Yeah.
We
Of
haven't
course.
lost in so long. You haven't beat us in so long. I just don't think. I just don't think you guys beat us. That's just me being honest.
And that's fair enough. But obviously,
Let me just stop everybody
Comment.
there for a second because
Comment.
I want to introduce Rack and Monty into this. I'm looking at it from the outside. I'm saying to myself, Chelsea versus Tottenham. Guys in the comment section, let me know, who do you think is going to win? What's the score going to be? In my opinion, what the hell is that? In my opinion, okay, Rack.
This is where my
Rack has a
Somali
dog
genes run
attacking
away.
him. Rack has a
Yeah.
dog attacking him. But I was going to say, in my opinion, I feel like when it comes to Chelsea Tottenham, it's going to be a situation where do you go for the team that has consistently beaten them? Because I know when Tottenham come to the Emirates, it doesn't matter how good they are, they tend to struggle. Similar situation at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, right? But this Chelsea team is still very much like unknown. So I'm looking at this game and I'm saying to myself, this is a draw. It has draw written all over it. I'm saying either a 0-0, 1-1. It doesn't matter. It's just a draw. This game for me is a draw. What do you think, Monty?
I'll be real. Like you said, like when it comes to Spurs coming to the Emirates, regardless of what's going on, do you get it? Like you man get the job done. And I feel like with Chelsea, yes, they're going through a whole load of changes. I still believe Chelsea will do what Chelsea does to Spurs. Do you get it? Like, how many times have we seen this, bro? We've had these type of conversations for so long, and a draw is probably the more realistic choice. But if I was to say what team is more likely to win, bro, it's Chelsea, bro. You get me? They have that record, and I feel like Chelsea, whenever they play Spurs, their tails are up. You know what I'm saying? Like last season, they were comfy third throughout the whole season. They couldn't challenge the top two. They wasn't really gonna drop top four, so they was just coasting. And yeah, look what they done to Spurs in all them occasions and even different competitions. So listen, I hope Tottenham win. I'll be real, because I feel like it lives up to like the prediction that I had said in the start of the season. But if we're saying realistically, who's more likely to win, I'll give Chelsea.
Okay. What about you, Rack? What are you saying?
Look, for me, Tottenham have yet to prove the level that they can reach. Chelsea have reached a level that Tottenham haven't reached in the last 2 seasons. Can they do it? Sure, they've got players. They've got great players. Can they put it together? This is what they need to prove to me. If you ask me to back one team over the other, Chelsea at Stamford Bridge versus Spurs, I'm gonna say Chelsea are gonna get the 3 points. But it's going to be an intriguing prospect because a lot of people have been beating up Spurs this season, their performance and what they're going to do, and this could be a game where I think, okay, these guys are the real deal, or not, as the case may be. Sorry, I've got one of my friends.
Let me just come back on that because I've listened to the I've listened to the everyone go rounds and I feel like I was almost too pessimistic in the first way round, so I need to just up the energy a little bit because I'm listening to what people are saying. Listen, Spurs went to Liverpool last season. Spurs went to City last season. We're talking about you can sigh all you want, yeah.
Come on.
But what does that tell you?
It's different opposition.
No. What does it tell you? It tells you that on their day, Spurs are as good as anybody in the league. Yeah, that's what it says.
We're not disputing that though.
Okay. No. But what I'm saying is Spurs didn't lose. Spurs didn't lose to either of those sides last season. So to me, it's a consistency thing with Spurs, not a quality thing.
Yeah, and consistently.
Okay.
Whenever you play Chelsea,
when have you seen the lineups that played Chelsea over the last few times?
Bro.
Right? No. Hold on. So when we last played Chelsea, we didn't have Bentancur, we didn't have Kulusevski. Yeah, those are 2 big players in the Spurs side. Okay. Now,
did Chelsea have their full team? I have no idea. Did they?
Bro, how many? There's been enough times where
Chelsea didn't have Chilwell.
They play Malang Sarr left centre back.
But what I'm trying to
they've done the rotation thing too.
But what you're looking at it. Everyone's going to look at it from their own point of view. My point of view is saying that Spurs' side last 10 games of the season, 7 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat. That defeat was a 90th minute loss to Brighton. Yeah, the stupid defeat for Spurs that they never should have lost. They just switched off. So to me, Spurs are very consistent. Yeah, they've been consistent since they've had their established first team. So
No
now,
one's disputing that.
Let me ask you
no,
this.
no, no. Hold on. What I'm trying to go on.
Quickly, this caveats into what you're saying.
Yeah.
With the shortest way possible. Are you saying you're going to win this game because of the fact that you're a newly formed team, you have a new manager, new players?
No.
Bro, no one's disputing Tottenham's
No.
consistency.
No.
one's saying that.
We were just disputing it a second ago.
No, I'm saying this game specifically, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
This fixture.
But this fixture is an opportunity for Spurs, like you said, for Spurs to showcase what we're talking about. And what I'm trying to say is that Spurs are going to go into this game, right? So their first 11 at the weekend is going to be a team that's played together quite a few times. They know each other. They know. So your Chelsea are playing the top goal scorer from last season in Son. They're playing the guy who's made the most assists in the league since he got there in Kulusevski. And they're playing Harry Kane, plus a midfield that knows what they're doing. So to me, this is a 50-50 game, and it's only 50-50 because Chelsea are at home. That's the only reason this is 50-50.
That
25-25.
No.
Let's not say. I mean, just because Spurs are Chelsea at home, how does that make it?
That's not the only advantage.
That means if they're playing, they're playing on neutral ground.
I think
you're saying if you were facing
if we were playing Chelsea this game coming up and it was at White Hart Lane, we would give them a flogging. I swear to God.
What happens if it was at Wembley?
He's saying 4-5.
Oh, in a neutral venue. It's still a coin toss again because Tuchel can set up well.
Yeah, but it's not
Tuchel can set up well. No, but the thing I think
at Stamford Bridge.
No, but I think we've got. I personally think we've got a better balanced side than Chelsea at the moment, and we've got a team that that knows each other. So I'm going to see Koulibaly up against Kane. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to see Chilwell coming back from his injury and see how he gets on. Do you know what I mean? Because Chilwell's going to be up against Kulusevski, and Kulusevski is going to give him the ha-cha-cha. I swear to God.
Is this true, boys?
I'm telling you
now.
Is this
You're
true?
losing your mind.
How? You think Chilwell can contain Kulusevski? Chilwell cannot contain Kulusevski. I promise you now.
1 second. We need to fact check this. Is this true? Kepa played the last 3 games against Spurs and did not concede 1 goal.
Okay.
Last season. Yeah.
Yeah. So didn't he play like two of those games like Nuno Spurs? Come on,
2 of them were the Carabao Cup games.
Tax.
2 of them were Carabao Cup games.
Okay, if Cucurella, that's smart. I see that Cucurella will start. You're right because there's no chance to leave Chilwell up against him. You're right.
Come on, man. Chill. All right, so the cat's out the bag. Chilwell wasn't supposed to play the first game of the season.
Okay.
He came to Tuchel and asked him, he said, "Yo, I just want this for my confidence. I want to see where I'm at physically." And Tuchel allowed him to play the first half because, Tuchel said both of them are gonna share that game. However, Chilwell's not 100%, so I think he's gonna go Cucurella in the next game. Cool night. I'm probably with the Chilwell at left centre back. I don't know.
We shall see. I'm confident. Listen, I'm confident coming into this game. We can't be.
You should be confident.
We can't be coming to this. Exactly. We cannot be coming to this game. This is the best time to play Chelsea. They're still adjusting. Still got a couple of players to get. Not fully acclimated. New defense.
What's your score prediction?
2-1 Spurs.
1-0 Chelsea.
All that just to say 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. I would have gone 2-0, but I'm not that confident.
But it's never those crazy games against Spurs. Like it's 2-1, 1-0, 2-0.
Yeah.
So I'm going 2-1 Chelsea.
I've literally done a fact check here. You guys have won once at Stamford Bridge in the last 28 years. Do you get it? Do you know how crazy that record is?
It's not a great record. No, but records are there to be broken.
Also, wait, how many times did you play them last season?
I think 4, did we?
Yeah.
Was it 4?
And how many did you win?
I don't think we won any.
My whole argument is not just the record and what you guys are like. We get it. Spurs are a good side, especially what we saw against Southampton. You guys played extremely well. Kane wasn't even fired. So there's a lot more to Spurs to come.
Exactly.
How many years? 28 or 30?
28 years. 28. You heard him the first time. You're just like, say that. What? Again, in
Bro,
French.
I hear what
I'm just
my
saying, they
listen,
just don't beat us, bro. They just
bro.
don't.
It's crazy. Like the Spurs will hit heights. Like there's more to Spurs in it.
We were
I'll be
fresh in a sanction,
Bice,
freshly sanctioned and beat Tottenham, bro.
No,
Freshly
but
sanctioned.
wait. All I'm saying is, on top of all of that, you played them so many times last season, and on top of that, it's at Stamford Bridge. Like, this is the one ground that you really struggle. Like, regardless of when you're coming into form, whether you're on the low,
can I just context that? Because obviously we lost to them twice in the cup, right?
Yeah.
And Spurs' team at that point wasn't good.
But
right?
Chelsea also rotated, bro. So
yeah, but the thing,
excuse can go both ways.
No, but it's not. But the thing is, that's the whole reason why Spurs made transfers. But that's why Spurs have made transfers, because the drop off on Spurs' lineup was so big last season. That's why Spurs have bought these players. If you go back and look at the game, Doherty was playing right mid, Sessegnon was playing left mid, Bergwijn was playing up front, and Spurs should have gone in 1-0 up because Thiago threw himself to the floor. So really, and like I'm not. Like, I'm just saying, like I've got excuses for days.
What about when I said? What about when we say stuff like that?
Well, I mean, when you say that's just agenda against Tottenham. I mean, like
agenda against Tottenham.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Okay, what's the agenda against Tottenham?
He's a defender who mastered the art.
This is the second show.
I personally feel persecuted here. What is all this? Like,
no, bro, this is the same way against Arsenal. If you haven't been here before, you stepped into the cave. It's
fair. No, Igal, that's fair. So obviously everyone's gonna try and take shots at the team that's top of the table, right? Right.
What? It's 1 week.
What have I just heard?
I didn't make us top of the table.
That's what Spurs fans screaming.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're top of the table. It's a statement of facts. I'm not saying it's a great thing. I'm just saying we're top of the table.
Why did you say it then if it's not a great saying?
Right. It's just like Arsenal were top of the table before the season started.
Because people were screenshotting the table and saying
that's what I'm saying. Arsenal
remember that, Jay. I remember that.
Just because they were alphabetically first. So I'm just saying, statistically speaking, they're playing the best team in the league. I'm not putting any time frame on that.
People in the chat, do me a favor.
Ground.
Oh my God!
How long?
What did I just hear? Listen, we need to wrap this
statistics.
So let's wrap up this segment.
One win in 28 years is also statistics.
We got 1-1 here. We got 1-0 here for Spurs. Yeah. I don't know what this is, but whatever that is. Leicester makes sense.
One game.
I'm gonna go 0-0. I'm gonna go 1-1. What are you saying, Monty?
2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. What about you, Rock?
Yeah, same 2-1 Chelsea.
I see Shiv said 3-3. You think Chelsea got 3 goals in them, Shiv?
I
don't think they have 3 goals in them.
What about you, Bice? Score.
2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. And what about yourself, Jay?
So finally, you know what? I want to go 2-0, but I'm not that cheeky. We'll go 2-1 Spurs. We go 2-0 up, and we have to cling on to. They'll score, and we'll cling on to get the win.
Okay, and just to let you know, the only injured player in this game is Oliver Skip. Not a big miss, and I'm going 1-1. So we're gonna move on from that game, and now we're gonna talk about the mess that is Manchester United. Manchester United is a complete mess. Manchester United is a complete mess. There's a lot to talk about with Manchester United. Bro, let me tell you guys. Let me give you guys the lowdown on how much stuff we need to talk about Manchester United for. Since we last spoke, they were linked to Nottm. They were linked to Gakpo. They were linked to Ronaldo leaving. De Jong is no longer coming to them. They also were linked to another striker who has decided to go to RB Leipzig. I forget his name.
Sesko.
Right? Yeah. And also, with everything that's being done, Rashford might be leaving. You got Ronaldo might be leaving, and they don't even know. They don't even know what's going on. Rashford's been linked to PSG, boys.
Okay, so can I just deal with that PSG thing? Because the thing is that imagine PSG just hired Luis Campos, best technical director in the world, proper stat guy, data, everything. And you think Luis Campos has looked at the last 15 months of data from Marcus Rashford and says, this is the motherfucker we need to sign.
But
This
if
is
you're
PR.
judging a
This is
player
all
on the last 15 months,
What?
there's something wrong with your scouting system.
Why?
If 15 months is able to
Why?
put you off,
Why?
Mm.
If I'm a top
Brother,
club,
I mean, it's a
Bro.
decent sample size of recent performance.
Of course,
You need to look at it
that's
both
the
ways.
key.
Rashford, when he first burst onto the scene, was
Lads.
wanted by a lot of top
He
teams.
hasn't been the
But
same
fact is
since he touched Mbappe on
Yeah,
the head, bro. He hasn't
exactly.
been the
So
same.
it depends on the perspective you look at it.
Exactly.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Like reverse jinx rubbing him on the head. So
No, he deserved it. That
Okay.
debut was the guy that came out on top.
Let's talk about Rashford, guys. Remember, it wasn't long ago where United fans were saying he's the closest thing to Mbappe in world football.
It's too
Bro,
long
he has
ago
the
though,
talent,
Igal.
bro.
It's too.
Why are we
you know
denying this?
how fast does football move? Football moves so quickly, and it's like we've moved on from the likes of Rashford. We've even moved on from people like Harvey Barnes. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in the football is just moving quickly. Neto got
That's
a
you
cruciate
as an
ligament.
outsider fan.
No,
That's
it's not me. It's not me. It's me as a fan who has
That's
people
but
like
you don't support United, so
no,
the
but
belief that you have with Rashford isn't the same.
it's not about United per se. It's about logic. We've got people like Reguilon, Lo Celso, Winks. These are Premier League top 10 players, in my opinion, and we
Winks
can't sell
is top
them.
10 Premier League.
Lo Celso.
What you think?
Oh,
Celso
get
is a
off,
top 10 player in
man!
the
Get
Premier League.
off!
What do you mean? Get off, man! Like Winks
Top
in
10 what?
Mate, relax, mate. Relax. Winks in a decent system will mask his flaws. He'd be fine. You telling me he couldn't play in like an Aston Villa?
Oh my lord! So where's Rashford then? What's Rashford?
Rashford's form level is
him playing in
that
Aston Villa
level, even lower.
doesn't make him a top 10 player.
Ah, get off, man!
No. Bring it back,
I
please.
understand what you're
Nah.
Hey,
Bring
bring
it back.
You're missing.
Please
You're
bring it back.
getting emotional about what I'm trying to say.
Jay,
I'm
I
as
am
goals
so
and assists
shocked.
as Rashford.
I'm so
Go on.
shocked. Did you say top 10 like performers in the
No,
midfield?
he could play for a top 10 team as a squad player or something like that.
Said
Oh,
Winks, one of the
okay.
best in the league.
That's a
Top
squad
10
player.
players. Okay, that's
No, I
different.
did. I never
that.
said
Yeah, you
Winks
said-
was.
There's
Oh
a
my days.
Wings.
Oh my
Hey,
days. Like you guys, right? Let me. You missed the point of what I was
Okay,
trying. No,
repeat
hold on.
yourself.
My
I'm
point
gonna
is
quicken.
that we bought Lo Celso for £50 million. Yeah, we bought Ndombele for £60 million. This is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we bought these players for 50 and 60 million pounds, and now we cannot give these players away. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you say that 15 months is not a big enough sample size, yeah, I'm saying that no. What you
Sorry
actually
to
saying is-
disturb you, my friend. This is
Go
what
on.
you exactly said. Yeah,
Go on.
this is what you said. So there's no backtracking.
No, there's no backtracking. Go on. It's about logic. We've got people like Reguilon, Lo Celso, Winks. These are Premier League top 10 players.
Premier League top 10 players.
Yeah,
Is
like
that-
teams. Obviously, I don't.
No,
Who thinks Lo
man.
Celso is a top 10 player in the league? I'm not an idiot. What do you mean?
Oh, man.
What do you mean? Obviously,
No,
obviously that's just.
He clarified.
You meant-
he clarified.
you
what
meant he
he
can
said
play for a top
afterwards.
10
It's clear
team.
what
That's
I'm- it's
different.
clear
Yeah,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
Let's
fine.
just
They're
move
easily,
on from
they're
Rashford.
easily
Guys,
top 10
Listen,
team.
listen. Let me just
let
land my point on
wrap up
Rashford
this
quickly.
segment quickly.
Yeah. Let me just
We're
finish
gonna
my
move
point
on
on
from
Rashford.
Rashford. We're not gonna move on to
Yeah,
income.
move
Right.
on.
Okay.
So,
So like, all
Rashford
I-
going to PSG. Do you guys think it's gonna happen? Yes,
No.
Not
can
this
see
I mean,
year.
he's-
Not this year. Not
he-
this year.
Gal, you can see a
Final-
lot of things, bro. It's not happening.
Not
He's in
this
the
year.
final year of his contract.
He
He's in
can't
the
do
final year of his
PR in
contract.
France. Like, I don't think it's
If someone
PR in France.
offers Man United, if someone offers Man United £20 million last year his contract, it might be worth them taking it.
20.
I don't know if anybody
Wait,
will.
United
but-
won 40.
See,
United
so
won
you're
40.
talking
Oh
sense.
my-
No, he's
Hey,
no,
Gal,
he's
20.
talking sensibly.
What have you done?
We've all been watching
20.
Rashford.
Nah.
Who's
It's
been
20. What are you saying? 20 million?
United won
20
40.
little?
United won
Is that
40.
too much or
Do you
too?
think?
How
Do
much?
you think? Who do you
30.
think
How
Newcastle
much? It's not
then?
that far off.
That's too little.
It's 20. How much? Okay.
too little?
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
It's
no,
only
no,
not
no,
much. I
hey,
don't know.
Right.
Isn't that like
trolling,
what
innit?
you
You're
got for
trolling.
Werner?
You're trolling.
Isn't that what you got for Werner? You got like 20 million for Werner.
That's
Actually, I
Chelsea
got
Werner.
35.
No, that's
not
yes,
what you
including
really-
bonuses. I think
that's
it's
not what you
35
actually
million
got.
euros. I think it's like including bonuses.
27, 28.
1 second.
27, 28 million.
Uh-huh. 1 second. Let me just do this quickly. Let's move on from the Rashford thing, and now let's move on to the panic buys. What the hell is going on with United's panic buys? All these potential panic buys, guys. We need to talk about it. Are
It's very
United
simple.
actually this messed up where they're looking at Nottm one day, next day saying they don't want him after they see the backlash on social media? What is really going on?
It's very simple.
So look,
Very simple.
You see what
And
happened was they signed
no, no,
Eriksen early, and
no, no,
then
no. Let me just clarify something. I want everyone that's on the live chat to understand this. I want all the panel guests to also understand this. United scouting system has been broke since 2013. So me seeing this, I've been seeing this the whole past decade. Let's just, for argument's sake, let's call it a decade.
Games FC, I see your comment, by the way. I'll deal with that comment in a second. Games FC.
Anyways, so what I mean by this is United's when they go for a player, they go for someone that has clout, that has something that can. Because you have to remember, United's a PLC. Like, we're floated on the stock exchange. There's investors, public investors. So when we signed Pogba, for example, stocks went up. Why? It's a big name, his clout, the whole entourage. You get it? That's what United do. We've never signed someone promising that has stayed. Name me someone. Yeah, maybe a Luke Shaw, but then he got that injury against PSV Eindhoven. Look how that turns out with him, unfortunately. We've never signed anyone, a striker, where we can say for 5-10 years, you're our guy. Minimum 5. We've never done that. So me seeing the things that Arnautovic, the Rabiots, the fuckeries, bro, we've had so many horrible signings, yeah, and horrible links. Like, I remember we was linked with Nick Gaitan for like 3-4 seasons, bro, when he was at Atletico Madrid, and we never got him. Like, this is just United. And one thing I also want to give a mention as well is because of the flawed system that we have at United, Erik ten Hag is going into a league that he is familiar with and getting players that he's familiar with and that he can trust. Hence why he's making signings like Malacia, Lissandro Martinez, links with Gakpo. He's getting Eriksen because he's played in the Eredivisie, he knows the standard, and he's a top quality Premier League player. And he was on a free transfer anyways. Like, this is why we are getting these type of players and we're getting these type of people coming into the club. Until United actually have a scouting network that can operate here and he can also have his input, which is a normal football club. Normal football clubs do this. City do this. Liverpool do this. Chelsea have been doing this to a certain extent. Do you get Spurs in the past summer? Like this summer here, like we're seeing Conte getting his guys getting fully backed. United don't have that. Do you get? So for me, this is what I want everyone to understand. Like, clubs, when you're a manager, you're meant to come into an operation and you can give your contributions. They should have a network. They should already come to you as the manager, say, oh, hey, Eric, by the way, we've got a player in Portugal, or we've got a player in Belgium, or we've got wherever. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the problem at United, and I feel like that will take time.
I think you make some good points. Obviously, for me with United, there's a few problems. It's a bit layered. I'm personally not sure Ten Hag's the guy, but the problem is you have to back him like he's the guy regardless. Yeah. So it can even set United further back if he's not the guy by building a squad in his image.
Who do you think the guy should have been then?
I think Poch should have been the guy if you were going to operate the way you're operating. If you're going to operate the way you operate, no, because the thing is Poch is not necessarily a manager for a PSG, but he's a good manager for a team that isn't necessarily going to give you what you need.
You really
Ten Hag's
big to ruin Poch?
No, because the thing is everyone's going to judge Poch off PSG, but PSG were not coherent, not working in the right way. Quite kind of a bit like United, probably worse. And in terms of how you look at how PSG went about their transfers, there's a reason why Leonardo got sacked.
Let's bring it back for a second. Let's not go too deep on the manager thing.
What's going on? So I'm just to make my point about what United's issues are, is that obviously Ten Hag will then also want a lot of authority. But the thing is that in the Premier League, it's one of those leagues that until you're in the league, I think it's hard to really gauge how good the league is, how fast the league is, the quality of the league, and things like that. So for me, he's buying the likes.
Yo, what is? I don't know what's going on with your audio. Yo, Jay, I don't know what's going on with your audio, but it's become robotic. I just muted you. Figure it out.
I thought it was in the Matrix just now.
Yeah, great. Yo, my guy went slow motion.
Can you hear me now?
Oh no, it's Rack.
Can you hear me?
Oh no, it's Rack.
What?
Is it Rack? What the hell is that?
What's going on?
It's not
Is that
Jay.
better?
Jay. No, Rack. I don't know what the hell happened to your audio.
Yeah, no, because I've got a fan or something like
Oh
that.
wow! Whoa! Can you
My
hear me?
nephew's
Hey, Gal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
My
Yo, Rack,
nephew's
jump
what-
out, jump back in.
I rack. Jump up, man.
Jump back in. Yo, Jay, you're good. Jay, you're good. Jay,
Yeah.
Jay, you're good.
Okay,
It was
okay.
Rack. All the
Okay.
sounds crazy.
That's my alibi. Yeah, just to quick it up. Yeah. So for me, with Ten Hag, you're giving him a lot of responsibility. They're giving him a lot of faith without the infrastructure behind him, and that means that a lot of these
Audio
decisions.
moving mad like United.
It means a lot of the decisions they're gonna be on Ten Hag, and I think unfortunately I don't know how much patience the fan base will have for it feels very Moyes to me. It feels like, do you remember when David Moyes was after Tony Kroos all summer? Ended up not getting him, ended up panic getting Fellaini.
He didn't want him.
Pardon?
He turned him down. He turned
No,
Kroos down.
I don't think that's right.
You turned him down.
Moyes turned Kroos down.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right, but
bro, I promise you, that's how it went.
Well, okay, so maybe it was, but I think that summer maybe they were looking at Fabregas as well. But I think United were chasing a couple of top centre midfield.
We're chasing.
Jay, I just need to bring it back on point to.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm saying all these decisions are Ten Hag's decisions. Whether or not he's being offered the players.
I don't believe that.
No, bro, not all.
No, this is what I'm saying. It might be his decisions, but he's being told that you can't afford to go and buy the quality of player you want to buy because De Jong's not joining, and then the rest of the players that he might want to go get, he can't get. So they're panicking at this point, and they're trying to get whatever they can get. Rabiot is a panic buy. Gakpo might not be as much as a panic buy as Nottm. Nottm is the definition.
I want Gakpo. Honestly, Gakpo, I want him. Like he's a great addition to the left wing. He can play down middle if we need to.
But how many wingers are you guys gonna get?
No, but like but
I'll come to you.
Elanga.
What?
How many wingers are you guys gonna get?
No. Bro, we don't have a lot of depth in our winging and or attacking options, bro.
That's
like,
because all the wingers want to play striker, bro. Tell Martial to put the 11 back on and go back on the left.
We get that we don't have a lot of depth, specifically in the 9 role, in the striker role. However, our wing department, bro, is poor. Once you get past Rashford and Sancho, who do you have?
Get past them. They're poor too. What do you mean get past them?
Okay, let's use your point, yeah? They're poor, so who do we go to? Alanga, Garnacho, they're kids. Bro, come on, man. We need that.
But who's decided?
Guys, let's go to Rack. He's been waiting for a second. Rack, are you
good?
Look, it's easy to call these panic buys, right? And the thing is, the reality is, clubs have lists. They have lists of people they're watching that they think might be able to make it. They might be able to make an impact.
Whoa.
Now, as you progress,
Rack, one sec.
Yeah, go on, bro.
AK, you've never watched Gakpo except for FIFA calm down.
Yeah, flame him, Nick. Flame him, Nick. Yeah, get him, Nick.
Number 1, I'm not AK. Number 2,
okay.
I'm
mistaken identity twice.
Guy. That's my league. But carry on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love the banter United. I love the banter United as much as the next man, but they're obviously not getting their targets. They're obviously in a difficult situation, and I don't think they've got a month and a half left or a month pretty much left of the window.
Well, we've got
3 weeks or whatever.
2.5 weeks.
No, I agree. And look, I think that a lot of the players they're linked to have been good players. It's not like like Gakpo is a well-regarded young player, for example, right? And what's his name? The guy from RB Salzburg. He's a well-regarded young player. It's easy for us to laugh and say, "Oh, Man United are panic buying and doing this." These guys are reasonably well scouted. Most clubs will have known about them. Don't get me wrong. Most clubs have strong scouting networks. The question is whether they're convinced enough to pull the trigger. But United are in a bit of a state because they're very short. Their squad is very, very thin, and ideally they want to be in a situation where they can get top 4 this season, because otherwise it's going to prolong that rebuild. The thing that United do have in their favour is they have money. They make a shitload of money.
That's a great point. When you have money, you're never that far away from rehabilitating yourself. Do you know what I mean?
No. I vouch for that. Like,
how many other teams could have bought a Paul Pogba when they're in the Europa League? Not many.
exactly.
And I
exactly.
hate to say it.
Okay, how long?
Manchester
Can I just ask you guys how long you're giving Sancho?
Sancho's past the level of like criticism already. He's gonna now be put in the flop category if he doesn't start delivering.
This season, I expect a lot of things from. I expect good performances. I expect him to be more productive.
So what did you think? What did you think of his first performance last week? What did you think of that game last week from Sancho?
I think we were full shit, to be honest. I'll be real. Like, it's Ten Hag's first game in the Premier League. He's experimenting. He might be sending a message to the board to say, "Hey, give me reinforcements," like things of that nature. So I feel like it's too early to judge that. Like, give it 10, 15 games. I should be expecting to see much better performances and post-World Cup as well. Because I don't think he will go past it.
Yo, Vice, you were gonna say something?
Now I was saying, like, are you guys finally gonna give up on McTominay now and stop acting like intangibles are fucking? They kick the ball for you. They don't.
They never cared about McTominay. They never cared about McTominay.
Bro. This guy.
I give a toss about
trash.
McTominay.
Huh? Bro, Vice, come on. They don't give a shit about McTominay. But one thing they do care about is how they're going to win against Brentford.
That's a nice. I like that, Gal. That's a nice.
Here you go. Hey, yo, Code.
So let's talk about Brentford. I'm going to ask you guys this: Ivan Toney versus Lisandro Martinez. Is it going to be a problem?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, as in, Lisandro.
Lads, it's not Lisandro Martinez versus Ivan Toney. It's the midfield versus Ivan Toney.
Yeah,
like,
you
guys have to remember. No. When you're playing the system that, like, for example, Ten Hag wants to play, you need 2 cooperating deep line midfielders. You get it? So right now, we have players like 39 and Fred in it. So because of those 2 players, they don't cover that space, the link between the defense, the centre backs, and the DM. So that space is where Ivan Toney will thrive. That's what happened last week against Brighton. Bro, why are we getting overrun in our midfield?
I don't know, bro. But I need to stop you right there. Forget about overrunning the midfield, guys. You need to go hit that like button right now. Come on, what are you guys doing? Come on, 55 people hitting that like button. If you guys all hit that like button, we get another 50 people in here. The chat becomes lit, and we keep producing fire content for you guys. Lately, you guys not been showing the love. And also, tell me your score prediction. Some people saying 2-0, some people saying 2-1. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna get mine out there.
3-1 Man United.
I'm just gonna get mine out there so we can try to move on. You said 3-1 Man United.
Yeah.
Wow, you're very optimistic. I personally think Man United are going into this game very poor, and it's gonna end up a 2-2 draw.
Another wait, no.
I think
Monty's not ready for that.
After rewind.
I think United do the Arsenal start from last season and they go 0-3. So I'm going to put United to lose to Brentford. I think honestly, because what I saw from Brighton last week, but I didn't even think Brighton were that good. I thought they were decent, but United were just very poor. So United have to go from being very poor to go away to Brentford and win. You'd have to be good to very good in a performance. And I'm basically saying, can I see?
Even at our worst, let me just give you a heads up, like he was giving me with the Tottenham and the Chelsea.
Of course, yeah.
Even at our worst last season, we still managed to do what we had to do at Brighton. Not Brighton, Brentford. At their ground. You get like 3-1. Elanga was on the score sheet. Rashford was on. We performed very well. We were shaky for a while, but we have the players to turn it around. And I feel like those type of those type of moments is why I predict 3-1. Do you get it? Because I feel like, it doesn't have to be 3-1. It could be just a win, but I don't
3-1.
Bro, you don't have to. You like obviously it's Man United. Like so, you should under normal circumstance expect United to go there and do what they need to do and get the W. But this isn't normal circumstances. So now we're looking at okay, this is week 2. Who's nervous in the dressing room? Who's scared of making mistakes? The manager. Yeah, I'm the manager, and I'm like, listen, did you even watch Christian Eriksen last season? Because he's a deep lying. He played deep lying for Brentford. So he'll play deep lying this weekend. But why the fuck did he play false 9 last weekend? People's eyes are on Ten Hag this week now. Pardon?
Who was the options? He could
play Rashford up front and play Elanga on the wing.
I personally believe, honestly, like, let's be real. Managers, their way of getting a statement across to everyone, and you know, it's through performances, bro. It's through team selection.
You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. My thing is, I'm not sure Ten Hag.
We're taking too long. We've only gotten through 2 teams. We need to get to a couple more.
I'm sorry.
We're 40 minutes into the video.
All right, okay. 3-1 Brentford.
I don't think.
We can see.
I don't think that's ridiculous. I don't think that's ridiculous. I really don't think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not, man.
You could literally see Man United.
Bro, I can see Tony dunking on Lisandro, dunking on his head top. Tony is scoring a header this weekend.
That's wicked, bro. Oh my days.
What's your score prediction?
Why is Games FC getting at me? What have I done? I'm a neutral predicting this game.
In my mind, Lisandro Martinez was not that bad last week. He was not.
Oh, what? He should have given away a penalty.
Okay, yeah.
What is the bar? The bar is a snake's belly. I'm tired of United.
The bar is a snake's belly.
This is £60 million centre back. The bar has got to be higher than he gave away a penalty that wasn't given. You're better than that. We're all better than that.
Listen. We gotta move on.
Okay, fair enough.
3-1 Manchester United.
What's your score prediction?
3-1 Manchester United.
Big up, Vice.
To lose.
Big up, Vice.
They have no, bro. And if we're being real, trust me, Lisandro Martinez is gonna have a good game. He's gonna make a one mistake and they're gonna clip it. Yeah. But they're gonna win the game. I think they have nothing to lose. They thrive when expectation isn't on them. Let's see.
Okay, let's see where we go from here.
What was Rack's
prediction? Rack, you've already given your score prediction?
What was your prediction?
This stream is worth watching just for Monty's reactions to these predictions. It's so funny, man. Like, I'm gonna say, so I'm with my nephew. He's predicted a 1-1. I'm not going to be quite as generous. Brighton are a good pressing team. That was one of the things that choked Man United because they couldn't play out from the back as well. And Brentford are a good pressing team as well. I'm going to say Brentford win 2-1.
Okay, now let's go. Let me just go over to the Emirates, bro. Did you give your prediction?
What, me?
Yeah,
I did 3-1, but I said, will Damsgaard, do you think he'll play?
I don't think.
No, I think he'll be on the bench.
Sure.
I think he'll be on the bench.
I think it's too early for Damsgaard. But let's get on to the Emirates. This is the first game of the season at the Emirates. The atmosphere is going to be electric. We're facing a Leicester team that is quite poor at this moment in time, and they don't know what their future lies. A lot of their players are going. Their club captain, leader, and goalkeeper for the last couple of years in Kasper Schmeichel has left. I personally think Leicester are a wounded animal, and they're going to come to the Emirates, and they're going to get absolutely battered. 5-0.
5-0.
5-0.
What's
the thing is, Igal, the logic underneath what you're saying, I can't really argue.
Big man. Is this what we're doing now?
Someone in the chat. Find the last time Arsenal scored 5.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, Monty. Like,
we scored 5 last year.
Goals?
We scored 5 last year.
Away from home against Norwich.
What, drunk Everton? You can't count drunk Everton. Everton drunk because they stayed up.
Bro,
you can't count that.
I am telling you right now, we are going to do the business, and we are going to win 5-0.
5-0.
You will win
5. You know what's funny? 5 is a lot of goals, you know. It's been a while since you.
Okay, guys, can I get a promise from you guys? When we win convincingly and we get a 4-0, or something.
No, we're not doing this. Hey,
and we're 4-0 up,
No.
and we're about to get to 5th, you're gonna come back and apologize.
No. I'll apologize if you win 5-0. If it's a 4-0, shush. If it's a 3-0, shush. If it's a 2-0, shush. 5.
So my
Yeah,
main point is we're gonna win convincingly, and I
that's
think we can
fine.
do-
I
we
agree
can
with
do
you.
that.
I agree with
you
you. I
should
agree
be
with
beating
you.
Leicester convincingly. I expect you
Bro,
to.
I agree with you, but not 5. 3, yeah, won the same
3 is
game.
nice. Just be like, we're
Yeah,
gonna win
3's
3-0.
nice, man.
Like 3-0 W.
Yeah,
No,
man. Light
no one,
work.
no one is even. This segment goes short because
I
no one's
like
even gonna
quick.
argue with you.
Hey, he wants to make it long because that's his team minute. Let's
Yeah,
let's
no, okay, we can go into it. We can go into it.
man. We can
3-0.
go into it, man.
I can co-sign 3-0, but I could also see Arsenal shit in the bed. You know, like you still got that stick. Leicester could do something. Like, I don't know. I think Saliba's got a lot of praise, and I would like to see him up against the Vardy or something. You know, he didn't really. It'll be nice to see Saliba versus a Vardy, see how he plays. Obviously, your midfield that you rave about, they'll obviously have Tielemans and Maddison against it. So even though Leicester are in bad form and Rodgers he's not at his peak, they've still got a lot of good players, and they can obviously cause anybody. You know, they're going in probably with a central midfield 3 of like Dewsbury, Hall, Tielemans, and Maddison. That's a nice 3. Do you know what I mean? That's a nice 3. They could. I don't see them winning, but I see them maybe taking the lead and you guys having to hit back, or you know, pulling it back to 2-1 or 1-1 at a time. So I'll go 3-1 Arsenal. I think it's expected that if you're going to be a proper top 4 side, maybe even push on more, you should be swiping teams like this aside very easily, very calmly, no issues. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I don't want to see Arsenal, you know, trying to find a winner in the last 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I expect the game to be done in the first
We don't
half.
want that business, yeah. We don't want
Exactly,
that.
like games versus Wolves last season and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
man.
The game should have been done.
People saying,
but it wasn't.
Astaghfirullah, 2-1, 3-0.
Okay, no.
Bryce, what are you saying?
3-0 Arsenal. 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0? What about
Yeah,
Vice?
3-0 Arsenal.
Because we need to move on, guys. Vice?
Yeah, 3-0. 3-0.
And all right. Arsenal win. I'm saying probably 2-0. I think Leicester make it
Vardy's gonna
difficult.
rip Saliba a new ring piece. Are
And
you
he's a Chelsea fan. So it's expected.
okay? Go ahead. What are you saying? Rack?
Yeah, Arsenal win 3-0. Leicester are pretty shit at the moment, man. So
Yeah.
I expect Arsenal to take them to the cleaners. But yeah, again, it'll be an interesting. There are going to be interesting duels. I agree. Saliba, Igal, you said that he was going to be Van Dijk quality. Van Dijk wasn't even Van Dijk quality at that age. So I think let's just relax with that one.
Where was Van Dijk from?
It'll be an interesting test for him.
Listen, by the end of the year, he'll be breaking into the top 10 center backs in this league. Anyways, people will have that opinion.
Wait, top 10. Yeah, he's already in the top 10.
Who's Saliba?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I believe he's already in the top 10.
Top 10? How?
You need to prove it, right?
Yeah, like,
you can't prove it after one game.
No, of course.
Okay.
But I believe, honestly, like I was seeing him at Marseille, for example. Like, I honestly believe, like, coming into the league, he's already top 10. Like, I'd rather have him over, like, who would it be in the top 10? Stones, off the top of my head. Like, I'd rather have Saliba. But nah, like, I feel like...
Okay, let's keep it moving, random, because we don't want to get too stuck on the center back debate. We did a whole show dedicated to that. Manchester City, Haaland. Do you guys start him and captain him in your FPL team?
Captain Cancelo.
Do you captain him for your FPL team, guys?
No.
Or do you say no? What do you think is going to happen in this game? Because for me,
5-0. This is a 5-0. This is a 5-0.
This is a 3-0.
No, this is a 5-0.
Arsenal is going to be the highest scoring game of the weekend. Don't worry.
Who are they playing? I don't even know who Leicester are playing.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, man. It's 5-0 at the Etihad. 5.
Man City's playing Bournemouth. And there's another talking point that you guys might want to talk about. So Bernardo Silva could be leaving. What the hell is going on?
Bro, it's been like that though. Like last season as well. Like he was
He
so
ain't
close
leaving,
to
bro.
It's like that, man. It's like that. The one thing with Bernardo.
No, but you know how I know he might be leaving? You know how I know he might be leaving? The Premier League might know that he might be leaving, you know?
No.
The Premier League
he might
know.
leave.
How would the Premier League know?
Let me show you. because they do this thing. They do this thing. They do
Yeah,
this thing.
elaborate.
They
What
do
do
this
you
thing.
mean?
Not these conspiracy theories, man.
What do you
When
mean?
It
players
sounds
are
like a
about to-
conspiracy
when
theory.
players are about to leave a team, what do they do on the Premier League website
They remove them from the website.
or on Sky Sport?
I mean,
They-
what if they did it 1 hour after he got sold? Why would that be a problem?
Look at what they've done. The best Premier League goals for Bernardo Silva. Why would they do that if he wasn't on his way out?
Because he's in the news,
That was
isn't
2
it? So
days
it's an
ago.
easy hit. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
right.
talking about him being sold. It's an easy hit. You drop some of that, you get more clicks. It'll be more random if they just
My
randomly
conspiracy
posted it.
theory is that Manchester City and Barcelona's thing is more advanced than we know, and some of these news people know it, and they're already getting ahead of the curve.
You are a conspiracy. I bet you still think Benzema's. I bet you still think Benzema's coming to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? As in one of those.
That's never gonna happen. But
No,
hey,
no, man.
it's a conversation for another day. We'll see. Maybe we'll come back and we'll look at that video and be like, you know what, they did know.
I mean, we'll never know if they knew.
Yeah.
How will we
Anyways,
know?
to
They
the
will just get sold.
Manchester City fans who watch the channel, I'm sorry we couldn't get a Manchester City fan to come on. I've asked 5 people that I know that are Manchester City fans. They all couldn't come on for one reason or another. So my
City
sincere
is not a
apologies.
big club. That's why. They're not a big club. It gets
No,
like
it's
that.
not that they're not a big club.
It gets like
They
that.
now are in the realm of the top 5 clubs in Premier League history at this point. They are
It's not hard, is it?
because of their trophy count.
Yeah, it's all right. It's cute.
And let me 1 minute. Let me guess. Which team is 6th? Gal, in your opinion, go on, say it. We know.
Everton.
What?
Yeah. Everton's a historic Premier League team. I
Bro,
agree.
Vice, why are you leaving? Everton have more trophies than your dead club.
Nah, but they got Champions Leagues though, so you can't chat to Chelsea. You got 2 Champions
Everton
Leagues.
have more trophies than you and Tottenham combined.
Huh?
Listen, Gal.
They
I don't give a shit about the Fairs Cup from 1945. Do you know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
talking
Stop
about
that.
Arsenal. I'm talking about
You see-
Stop that. Man's talking about the inter-Italian,
you
Anglo-Italian.
Anglo-Italian Cup.
Yeah,
Enamel
that's what I'm
cups
trying
are
to say.
counted in a glass era, bro. It's ridiculous.
Because
Come on, man.
Torino turned up in 1967. I need to respect Everton. Fuck off.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the final one. Liverpool. What are we saying?
Well, what about my prediction for Man City? Man City are going to win. Yeah, Man City are going to win 5-0. My nephew says Man City are going to win 6-0. So if you think it's a bit crazy,
I
let
feel
him
like
know.
your nephew's the one doing the predictions, and you're just knocking a goal off every time. You're like, yeah, that's some good stuff, nephew.
He's there. With
Hey,
his
what's
top
going
off,
on, bro?
sunning
Yeah,
himself.
yeah. The brains of the operation. Love that.
6-0 Haaland hat trick with Haaland. 6-0 Haaland hat trick.
Ah, we
Zuma
got
moving
him.
mad.
We got him. That's quality. I feel like, bro, City Bournemouth at the Etihad, bro. That's
I need to take Kane out of my FPL.
Bro, you need to do it ASAP. Anybody who needs FPL advice, do yourself a favor. Get Kane out of your team, put in Haaland, straight swap.
Hey,
what do you
and
mean?
also-
Hold on. Let me deal with it. What about those 75% of people that picked Gabriel Jesus who are crying?
He's gonna bag
with-
this weekend.
Oh, he's gonna bag this weekend.
He's gonna bag this weekend. And also,
okay, all right.
And also,
okay.
if you want more FPL advice, cheap plug, you can go check out my video. This was my team selection
Ooh.
video.
Did you pick Jesus up front? Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jesus.
I bet you captained him too, didn't you?
Haaland.
You captained him, didn't you?
No, I
Didn't you?
didn't captain.
You
My
should-
captain, I still haven't decided. Am I gonna go Mo Salah?
What do you mean?
or am I
You
gonna go
just had a
Haaland?
game week. You captained him, didn't you?
Bro, if you want a captain Cancelo.
No,
You're really
I'm gonna
pushing this
captain
Cancelo.
Salah.
That's coming like
or
Pep in this.
Haaland,
Captain
one or the other.
Cancelo.
Haaland-
Cancelo will either score or assist against Bournemouth, bro. They're gonna keep
Captain
a clean
Mendy.
sheet.
Captain
You know how
Mendy.
many-
Listen, I'm trying to
Why would you have Mendy over?
pixelation is killing
Emerson?
me.
Anyways, people, we're doing too much FPL talk.
You
Vice, you're on
started.
mute. Vice, you're on
I
mute.
like he's done.
Vice, you're on mute. Vice,
I
you're on mute.
was saying I have Ramsdale in goal.
You got
Better
Ramsdale
not
Okay,
and
play
so
goal.
you're an Arsenal
Serious.
fan on the low.
Oh, you don't like clean
No.
sheets? Okay, cool.
I needed a keeper, and I knew Lloris wasn't gonna keep a clean sheet. so I had to just
Cancelo,
Okay, all right, okay. Hey, Cancelo
Cancelo.
captain.
Yo, I
Cancelo.
can't wait. I can't
Um,
wait when
KDB.
Perisic absolutely
Too much
flops in these
FPL.
games.
Too much
So,
FPL.
who are Liverpool playing this
Off camera,
weekend?
off
Is it
camera.
Palace?
Palace, yeah,
Liverpool,
Palace.
Yeah.
good
Palace
segue.
Monday.
They're playing Crystal Palace. Yeah, let's talk about Liverpool Palace. Palace are your bogey team. Am I wrong?
Are they? We beat them twice last season. I mean,
No, I'm asking.
I think not.
I'm
yeah, I
asking.
mean,
Our
I
Crystal
mean, to be fair,
Palace.
when we played at Selhurst Park last season, they gave us a good game. To be fair, but I mean, I don't go as far to say they're a
mate,
bogey team. I expect us to win.
they gave you more than a good game. They had you on the rope. They had you on the rope
Yeah,
in that game.
Nah.
They
Well,
still
look,
came out on top, bro.
they had their moments. They had their moments, but ultimately we ended up winning 3-1, and we dominated them in the first half. Second half, they probably had the better of it. I don't know. They weren't very good against Arsenal last season. Maybe they got a bit of a summer hangover.
Yeah.
I expect us to win pretty comfortably. First game at Anfield, under the lights.
Yeah, one
We'll
thing
see.
I've realized with Liverpool, whenever it's under the lights, they do step up still.
Yep, Liverpool under the lights is a horrible game to play. My issue though is structurally with Liverpool. So I think Palace are. I don't know if they're going to work themselves out for the second game, but Palace are a horrible side for Liverpool to play because of the players and the transition. For me, without Thiago, Liverpool are going to lose a little bit of control. So I look at somebody like if Elliott plays, an Elliott Trent side, that's Zaha's side. So for me on the transition, there's a clear chance for Palace there, to be basically getting in behind you guys quickly. I've not been impressed with Fabinho for about, I don't know, maybe the last 4, 5, 6 weeks of last season, maybe a bit longer. Don't think he had a good game last week. I think he looks tired. I think Liverpool win, but Palace are going to run them very, very, very close. And the thing about Palace against Arsenal was they didn't play well. And I think they will improve. For me, they're going to be better than they were last week, but Liverpool should be too good for them.
Yeah, I mean they can be better than they were last week, but Liverpool, most people will probably say are a better team than Arsenal. So, it depends on how you wanna view it. I think Fabinho's coming, especially he hasn't been amazing. He got the injury at the end of last season, which was not really ideal. He wasn't great. To be fair, none of our players were really great last week. Us most Liverpool fans, that I think they'll tend to agree. Palace probably deserved Fulham deserved the point, and but again, I expect to see a bit of a reaction, and I expect Thiago's a miss. We do lose control. We haven't got him. I'm really keen to see what Elliott can do because I think he's a potentially very, very, very good player. And who knows where his ceiling is? He's still young, but I'm interested to see how he plays. And I mean, Hendo wasn't great last week, although he did okay when he went into the six. So I don't know where that leaves Hendo as well.
This time you're gonna leave it to yourself, not your nephew.
Me, my prediction is we win 3-1. Catherine, what's your prediction? 4-1 Liverpool, apparently.
I'm saying 2-0 Liverpool, but I do think it's going to be one of those games where you score both goals in the second half. What about you, boys?
I think Liverpool's midfield lets them down and they concede one, and then they just go on to score like 2-3 more. So I'd say 3-1 Liverpool. But that midfield is concerning because you see when guys go down, like the quality that comes off the bench is just.
I mean, I like Liverpool's quality. Their fans. I mean, I got caught up a little bit. I kind of had Liverpool to win the league, but I'm thinking about it now, and I'm trying to think: am I changing my mind knee jerk based off week one, or was I wrong in the first place to put Liverpool in first place? I think it's going to come down to a lot on Fabio Carvalho and Elliott. Actually, it's going to come a lot on their shoulders, and it's come down earlier than I even thought it would. I'm not convinced. Like, I was so shocked with how Fulham played them in that first
Him and
game.
him, yeah.
Yeah, and so I need to know, is that a one-off because Liverpool weren't ready? Or is that if you get in this team's faces, you can get in behind them, you can get in behind the high line, you can create chances? I don't know. Like
I think one of the goals was a penalty, and the other one was a back post header. So it's like those things happen. You can't really read too much.
And I also think Fulham didn't. What impressed me about Fulham was the way they pressed. Like we found it actually quite difficult to play out from their press. So the issues kind of stemmed a little, especially certainly in the first half, with us playing into midfield. And I thought Fulham were quite impressive. That's why I think they were worthy of the draw. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. But we didn't really have that many difficult moments, if you like. Fulham just played well, but yeah. I mean, it's understandable.
But wasn't there the moment when was it 1-0 and then they hit the inside of the post? So there was
that was
So they had chances to put a 2-goal buffer in place and stuff. But no, you're right. I think the problem is that we're all gonna look at Liverpool. Me personally, as a Spurs fan, we came there, we did what we needed to do. I think that
obviously you had to plug the Spurs in, innit? Yeah, carry on.
Well, I mean, when in Rome, wear a toga, right? So my logic
Never
is
heard that phrase before.
you know what? Liverpool are a great side, and obviously, I guess the rival fans, we're just getting it out of our system while you're not winning. It's easy for us to say this stuff while you're not winning.
I'd be disappointed if you weren't giving it to us.
Okay, so let me just wrap it up. Anybody think Liverpool could drop points? Anybody have Liverpool keeping a clean sheet?
They're not going to keep a clean sheet.
I have Liverpool keeping a clean sheet. Rack has Liverpool keeping a clean sheet.
I said 2-1, but I'd like to keep a clean sheet.
Okay, so I'm gonna end it off here. I'm just gonna ask you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Aston Villa, Everton. Any surprises there? I think Aston Villa's gonna win. Anybody going for Everton?
I think Gerrard is on the brink. Personally, I think he's on the brink. I don't want to spend
too much time on each.
No. Listen, really briefly. I'm watching Gerrard. His win record is just as bad as Dean Smith's. He's alienated players. Like he keeps buying players and buying players and buying players. He's not improving any of the players he's currently got. When they first got there, they had people like Bailly, Traore. He's bought Coutinho. He's got Buendía. It's like they've got so many players. He doesn't know what to do with them. I think Everton shock them, and Gerrard's on the brink.
Okay. Anybody else agree with him? Think Gerrard might be on the issue?
He's on for what?
I think Frank is going to start strong. He's starting the season strong. Frank is going to start strong, tail off. That's what he does. But so I think Gerrard, you know what I mean? I think he shocks him. I want to see. Did Kamara play the last game that they played?
Yeah, he was terrible.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't good.
No, but it's his first game in the league, innit? There's a bit of a.
Oh, he's getting 250 grand a week. You better get good. You better get good quickly.
He's still a kid. He's still a kid, though.
He wasn't a child when he was signing that contract for quarter.
Yo, guys, I need to do this quick fire because I gotta go.
Sorry.
But moving on quickly from that Aston Villa game, West Ham, Nottingham Forest. Anybody think West Ham could drop points to Nottingham Forest?
No.
Forest are at home, right?
I hope they do.
Yeah, Forest are at home.
Yeah.
City ground.
Thank you, Dre. Thank you. It's a
First Premier League game.
Appreciated.
No, not gonna happen. Okay.
West Ham will slap them.
You know what? Forest first Premier League game in the City ground for 20-odd years or something like that. Let's be romantic and give them a win.
Okay, and in the final two games, we'll do them together: Southampton, Leeds, and Brighton, Newcastle. I think both of those games could go anyway.
Leeds. Remember this.
Brighton, Newcastle sounds like a banger, you know.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. That's going to be a good game.
And Newcastle are my winners this weekend.
Brighton, Newcastle. I think Brighton show Newcastle what time it is. I think Brighton win that 2-0. And what was the other game?
Southampton, Leeds.
Fucking hell.
Leeds, man.
I think Leeds win, and Hassan Hutel is one game away from getting sacked.
Just to let you guys know,
That's Little and Gerrard.
just to let you know, I think
Bang,
Newcastle
bang,
win.
bang, bang.
Just to let you know, I think Newcastle win. I think West Ham win. I think Aston Villa win, and I think the Southampton Leeds game is a 1-1 draw. Personally,
Those aren't terrible predictions. But when it comes to Arsenal, 16-0. Gabriel Jesus,
5-0,
15
you
goals.
crazy.
yeah.
I-
Anyways,
that's why I love you, Gal. You're so logical, apart from on Arsenal. Probably a bit like me on Spurs, but it's
there
been
you
good.
go. I should only analyze other clubs, not mine. But yeah, just to let you guys know, I had a video with why did I say Sky Sports? Football London journalist Kia. I would go suggest you guys go check that out. I did the All or Nothing reaction video where I broke down everything. It wasn't that long. How long was it? I forget. 20 minutes.
2
So
hours, 55 minutes.
you can check that out. I also had the match reaction with my guy Ant. Liverpool. Why did I say Liverpool? Leicester fan. I'm having a mare, and I still don't know who I'm gonna captain between Salah and Haaland. But go check and find out who I captained. But yeah, don't know people. We're out of here. Boys, Jay, Monty, shout out to Iraq also. You guys been great. Jay, you're a natural, bro. You need to come back on more often. Bison, these guys.
Listen, invite me back whenever.
You had them
like,
on,
comments.
you had everyone on. You had Monty on his toes, and he's been doing YouTube for a year and a half.
Monty's like, what? Look at the dark. I'm in the dark. What do you mean?
This is
Didn't even
easy
put the
one,
light
man.
on.
I
for this
can play. I
motherfucker.
can play in any condition, man. Yeah, let me know.
Okay.
Unlike Man United.
Anyway, peace out, guys.
Guys, thank you.